WHIR, thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you very much, Anastasia. It's a pleasure to be here.
Good. And it's a pleasure to get to meet you. This is great. The Host My Site team is a fun group of guys, so
I would 100% agree.
Mesh
and I think I do, but time will tell.
Fantastic. Well, I guess let's start with that a bit. You came into the company with the acquisition that recently happened in June. So tell me a bit about yourself. I know that you're a hosting veteran, but what does that entail?
Well, my history is that I started two different companies, both IT services. The first was a video conferencing company that I started in 1993 and sold to Global Crossings.
Okay.
And what became apparent after a few years is that we really had a core competency in building data centers. We built 5 data centers in 3 years. And so upon departing Global Crossings in 1997, my business partner Joel Zeile and I decided that we should come up with a solution for the problem we had at that time with that company, which was finding data center space to grow.
Right.
We refurbished the very first Quest data center in Denver, Colorado.
All right.
We filled it with customers after about a year. We then went on to gain equity through a series of different investors. We had a total of 17 investors at Inflow, that's the name of the company.
Right.
And we built 21 data centers, 20 in the United States and 1 in Dublin, Ireland. Wow. And over the course of time, we almost went public in 2001.
Okay.
We almost went bankrupt about a year later.
Okay.
We very fortunately restructured the company, and we were one of the survivors. If you recall that period of time, there was a lot of folks that went into bankruptcy.
Right.
Because we were able to keep our doors open for business. We were able to grow our revenue and our customer base pretty successfully, and then in 2005, we went off and sold the company to SunGard. And I had a non-compete for 2 years, and as soon as I can get back into this industry, which was late last year, I jumped as quickly as I could with the sponsorship of Wachovia Capital Partners.
Fantastic. Coming into this story of the acquisition,
Sure.
How did that discussion begin, really?
Well, we were introduced to hosting or Host My Site by DH Capital.
Okay.
And we had met DH Capital because they were a part of our community in the Denver Boulder area, and we asked them who they respected for quality of service. I'm a real big believer that you have to decide where you're going to play in the spectrum of the industry, and with the companies that we created in the past, we always delivered premium level service.
Right.
And I wanted to find that entry point into this industry, meaning dedicated server, and Host My Site certainly embodies that.
Oh,
They
absolutely.
really have just an incredible reputation. They have an incredible core of talent that delivers that service, and we quickly figured out that this was the best platform for us, for our approach.
Great. So I guess that was the motivation for the acquisition then?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, first and foremost it was quality of service, and then also knowing that there was a depth of talent in the team.
Right.
We've got a great number of veterans that have been through, as I described my own personal history, the good times, the bad times, the good times again. And so it was a great combination of a lot of different things, but I think that first and foremost it was that attention to quality of service and the scalability that was built into the operations side of the business.
Good. Well, before the acquisition, I know that Host My Site went through a bunch of changes, I guess, to groom itself for the eventual acquisition. So what about afterwards? What kind of changes have we seen since then?
So we have basically been in place for about 3 months with the transition, and I would say that we have really kind of focused first and foremost on product development and making sure that we understand what our customers want from us today and in the future, and creating the right kind of organization to design those products so that we have a full menu of services.
Right.
If you ask me what my vision is for taking the company forward, it's really to be very services centric.
All right.
What we found at Inflow, my previous company, is that customers do value the hardware and the other layers of the value proposition, but what kept them coming back for more was the service on the menu. And so we want to make sure that we have the right menu for our customers.
Fantastic. So thank you so much for your time. That was quite interesting.
Thank you very much, Anastasia.
Good.